Welcome back, Halo followers. Today, I can't unsee what I just looked at because there is some amazing Forge creations I want to show y'all that really is getting me excited for this upcoming Forge beta in September. Despite the build being over for Halo Infinite's co-op, people still have access to Forge, and I'm hearing that this is actually from April, this specific build that we're looking at, as well as people are now able to save their maps, so hopefully these maps will be compatible with the final version or the beta version of Forge. This first creation is from NVS, and he has essentially recreated Warlock from Halo 2. There are some gameplay changes, and I think maybe it might fit better for Halo Infinite's gameplay with sprint and all the armor abilities, perhaps. I don't know. All we see is just the creation process, no gameplay. But I love the aesthetics, and I love how it's convincing. If you want to see what 15% of the Forge budget looks like, look at Karma Plexus map. He made an interior, which is convincing, right? This is before baked and dynamic lighting. I'm really not quite sure why so many people got triggered in my last video where I talked about baked lighting. But the idea that I'm trying to get across is that currently those who have access to Forge cannot render their lighting, which means the lighting is not final. It isn't baked, it isn't dynamic yet, or whatever the hell you want to call it. It's gonna look better than this. He built a whole city alley here, and I just love all the effects and particles, and my gosh, is there just so much to get excited about here. One big problem I have with Halo Infinite is the lack of diversity when it comes to maps. And so something JJ actually got onto high power and created the first desert map that I've seen on Forge. And yes, it's lots of rock models sized up here, but still it gives us a good idea as to how beautiful desert maps are in this game, and what's really lacking is going to be filled up with Forge maps, right? One thing I've noticed so far is that all these Forge maps all kind of have an atmosphere to them. Maybe not so much this one, but regardless, I love how much detail you can add into these maps, and really these are people just getting started. And InfiniteForge has created this map on Deadlock, which really takes advantage of the debris and the lights and volumetrics available already in Forge, and it is beautiful, man. I love this part where he gets in a Warthog and drives through this huge destroyed hallway of sorts, right? This huge shaft. The debris is so convincing. I'm just drooling thinking about all the possibilities for my own maps here. 343 really nailed it with the particles available to us. I don't know if they just ripped them from the campaign or made these themselves straight up, but these are some insane tools. Okay, so this was by Z-Mods. This one's got to be the most mind-blowing. He created a black hole weapon and a white hole weapon. So how this works is it just brings everything into these black holes, and then when he shoots a white hole, it spits all these objects out that it sucked up, and then it just blows up everywhere. So funny. He even gets hit by his own debris that he sucked up. Look at that. Boom. These are all objects that are going to be interacting with the world and the physics. It's working. It's not crashing the game. The physics are behaving as they should be for the most part. This one feels like it should not be possible in Forge, but it is. This is Squid Game's the first mission, the red light, green light, and this is how it works. You spawn, and then you got a yellow light very briefly, red light, don't move, and then you just hold green light. Run, 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 run. Pause. Oh, he dies. And I can't imagine the lobby. People are screaming probably, playing this with 24 players. You get caught, you're still gonna die. It's going to keep shooting at you until you die. And there's probably a lot of tweaking to be done on this, but it is serious business. Run, 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 run. Oh, God. Oh. And I think it might just freeze the player, make it where they can't move if the system detects that they get caught. Elite Falcon got onto Behemoth, the desert map, and created this. Look at all these plants. I want it to be the new standard that these forgers that are leaking stuff to show their budgets, because I want to know how much of the budget did this take up, because I feel like this could be a good size of a custom map. He says this took him 2 hours to make, which is impressive for one, but man, I love those god rays. Look at this, the map isn't even recognizable anymore. I'm excited to see the final lighting on this too. And since these creators can now save their maps, I would really love to play on this one. This one has left me speechless. So Artifice created a menu in Forge, and so how I think it works is that he has an equipment on hand that he created with a script, and that only his camera teleports to this box in which he can move around and click on these different options here. I mean, is that not stupidly impressive? We also have a pretty cool demonstration by Cryptum in which he knocks down a door there, and then he breaches this door with his gravity hammer. He just starts busting it down, and maybe it could look better, but this is really cool stuff. It makes me think about Fat Kid, it makes me think about zombies, Faction, and all the possibilities with just, you know, zombies breaking down doors. Elite Falcon made Ascension from Call of Duty, and is this absolutely insane or what? I love the atmosphere, I love the dead bodies, and I love those control panels there too. That's just, I've seen those on a lot of Forge maps so far, and they just look high fidelity, right? I want to show off another map by InfiniteForge. This one's pretty interesting, and there's actually Marines on the wall, really thinking outside the box here. Really interesting, really creepy. I mean, this map isn't even recognizable anymore. There's just so much going on here. If you're a fan of, oh my gosh, I did not see the whole thing, and thus I have not seen this. That is really cool. That is really cool. Death Templar created Maintenance Shop in Forge, and I love the materials used in this one. I love the hallways. It doesn't even look like a Forge map. I think the lighting, it could be a little bit better. I think the walls could have a little bit more detail, but look at this. There's vending machines there. There's also like a little refrigerator thing that he looks at, a microwave. Okay, a freaking microwave, which I'm pretty sure he created by hand. You know, that wasn't like a pre-made object he just put down. That was a Forge created asset there. Dan Bridley Art has this massive node script that he created, and to put it simply, it's Frogger. Okay, so he's gonna try to run across the street and avoid all these cars, and it looks doable, but I bet this could be, and I think this is actually a possibility in Halo 5's Forge, but I love the car wreck at the end. He shows what happens if you get hit by one of these moving Forge objects, and you'll see it. Boom! I also wanted to show this one. I love the rocks, I love the snow effects, and this is Kratos' home from God of War. Yeah, it could be worked on a little bit more and fleshed out, but still really goes to show the atmosphere that you can do and achieve in Forge. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the content, be sure to leave this video a like and subscribe. Join me on the great journey of following Halo, and I will catch you guys in the next one soon. You take care. Peace.